Does that look good or does that look bad? You know what? I'm just gonna go with that. If that is taking the shot out of balance, at this point, it's for the vibes. It's for the vibes only. What can I say? Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So the reason you're here and the reason I have this hand is because we are going to be doing some Halloween decorating today. At this point, I'm just trying to see how much later in October I can get away with releasing this video. But yeah, you just sit tight, get spooky, get cozy, and let's do the same to my house, shall we? By the way, at this point, I actually have no clue in which order this video is going to be edited. I'm actually so rusty at my YouTube game. I'm throwing all semblance of continuity out of the window. So let's just start by decorating some pumpkins, shall we? So in case you were wondering how I select my pumpkins, I always look for very 3D-esque shapes. So very deep grooves, twisty stems, and just generally I like a very sectioned off pumpkin like the small one over there. But yeah, the bigger supermarket pumpkins kind of tend to be rounder and simpler like this, so you kind of have to pick your battles and just pick whatever is most fantastical and whimsical looking. Just anything like this that has some ridges to it and some depth will kind of maintain its shape when it's painted, whereas something like this, which is way smoother, will usually tend to fade in a little bit more. So in general, I just like to look for anything that has ridges like this or anything else that looks like it could reasonably be turned into a carriage. And yeah, that's how I select my pumpkins. Let's paint these now. So just going in with that white and that gray shade and just dry brushing, so almost nothing on the brush and just creating like this texture. It's quite easy to get the hang of. You just want that like disgusting moldy look. And then you can go in with a smaller brush again and really start defining those lines. So just give it some shadow and then loosely create some darker areas. And you can just repeat this process, keep on dry brushing, waiting for the paint to dry, and adding light and shadow until you get a suitably gross looking pumpkin. And you can just keep working wet on wet like I am right now, but I do advise that when you texture it again to wait for the paint to dry, just so you don't chip it off like I did on the other pumpkins. Now I know you're probably wondering, Sabrina, how did you get your bookshelf so spooky? And I want to show you, so let's roll the clips. I officially don't know what to do with this, so I'm just gonna try and add as much spiders as possible. It can be the nest. Yes. We're gonna cover this up with so many spiders. I think we salvaged that. It looks pretty good. So in terms of new additions to the decor this year, it's kind of tame, but I do have one or two things for the living room. One of them being this rat that my parents got me. I've had this since forever. I think I've had this for probably 8 or more years. This is one of those childhood Halloween decorations that they brought over to add to my collection. So I think we should give that a spot on the side table over there. And then much more excitingly, my mom sent me these pumpkin pillows. Aren't these the sweetest thing ever? Literally so cute. I'm so obsessed with these. So she sent me one large one. And then also look at the tiny one. That is so cute. I'm so obsessed with these. So as always for the TV stand, I have these spider lights that kind of remind me of Thing from Wednesday or the Addams Family. Like it kind of reminds me of a hand for some reason. And of course, we're also going to need some pumpkins. I'm going to put this one right here. And then the little one can probably go, maybe over here. Then we'll have to move the candle over there. I think that looks good. And then this little jack-o'-lantern, which just has some amber scent blocks in it, goes here. And if you're around on my Instagram, you might have noticed that the spiders we put up last year have been up for the entirety of the year. I think they're just a permanent part of my living room now. This corner of my living room, the test spiders might already give away what we're doing. Don't worry, I've got a few more of them. About 400. I just couldn't find it in myself to remove them because look how adorable and how cute and whimsical they are. I'm actually so obsessed with them. Fun story about this hand actually. I've had this since I was so young. Probably like, I want to say like 8 or 10 when I first started getting into Halloween. And my mom bought this hand and it freaked me out so bad. I was so scared of the hand. This is her. She has a hook that you can hang her on. And yeah, this absolutely terrified me. And now I think it's so funny. I'm so glad I have this in like an ironic kind of way. And now it's in my living room. Full circle moment. Okay, new idea. I'm thinking of kind of putting this over the door, like over the corner here. As always, make sure your tape is wall safe and properly test it beforehand. Trust me, I learned this lesson the hard way. I'm gonna just try and tape that up here. Yeah, that works. You just need to move in through this side, but I think that looks fine. Not sure if I'm gonna keep that or not. So in terms of my table setup, I'm keeping it really simple this year. I do have one more thing from my childhood that my parents brought over that I want to add, which is this massive Halloween plate that my parents brought for me. And honestly, seeing this brought back so many childhood memories. I know I just have to include it. So if we're not going super classy on the table, let's also add a bowl of chocolate eyeballs, just because I can and because I had them lying around. I love these. I used to love these as a kid as well. Now about the spiderweb in the door, I really don't know how to feel about that. I've been running into it constantly, but I also think it kind of slays in its own way. Like, I think it's unique and fun, but at the same time, I also find it massively annoying. But for now, I think it's staying. And with that said, I think that's the end of the decorations. I think we've decorated all that there is to decorate. I think my living room is oozing Halloween spooky scary charm right now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you for the next one and have a lovely Halloween. Can't believe I forgot the most important shot of the video. Here's my dog. He just wanted to say hi to you. I can kind of do an evil villain thing right here. My dog says don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. Bye!